Mimua kwaba eba Puyaka TV. So Puyaka TV ana wushi. Say where your first time pomodia subscribe. Me notification eso. Keke all no send a video bia ye di betumuno ebusia won some sabekan wonye bia sure me dasi bebre. Ebusia for eninam wiemo eninam wiem eninam wiem edi eninam wiem ebusia eninam wiem se Dormaahene ye be pagya mu abusiafo Dormaahene mu amanim se oye high court judge dia beto dwane se Dormaahene ye be pagya mu chese president Mahama wo be promoting from high court to appeals court judge abusia eno na chese eni nam wiemu amese yatie no eni je my cry chese eni je ba ku say enye den emai because yentiase Dormaahene ye nim no de abusiafo woni respect ba cry den emamra edientia obi o respect emamra no ensemu a Dormaahene akeka no won can be da I just respect woni bi ye den emamra esu yenim se Dormaahene wo ye church daddy ben no betumi aka se me mebu mra so a onim se mra no so buso abusiafo obenya asem enso still wo so obeden obebuso amani kromofo abeden abegye no eno na evangelist comfort for so Comfylove abusia was say we dear anka president Dormaahene Mahama woman in Paris Dormaahene say obepija no say onkoye appeals court judge so to me yes I dey no dia na say Judiciary no na president Dormaahene Mahama opeso yede ogu nanimu asipoto because Dormaahene won fatase yede ne beko appeals court judge oye high court judge kra ne da sen ne yede na ko appeals court judge ebusiafo te wutumi ka se Ghana mra wo bebuso am yede wakotum e wo mra wo ye judge na say judge na wo ye no kra na question mark den e wo hu e ho no kra na kan na wo se yede ye na se akonya na ebusiafo ye ni free ba hon mokra because and someone or kaya no dear na and sem fata say if you cry a bed your best friend church evangelist comfort for you what then some to jaffa de nam wiemo no abisiafo bo kasa fa huntimu dear mummy enkotie no
a young man or yakra yeah ebia only a full integration of the law when you obia only me oka this is a man who called himself a judge or a judge who also have a customs with the traditional norms. Yeah, or a chief. What chief you know or hene are not permitted to stand in public areas to behave and misbehave and exhibit such kind of attitude in public. Even as a chief, there is a big question marks. Where is his elders? Nimpenning for him as a chief. Nimkunyam penning for him as a chief. Did they respect the traditions and norms and culture? And then the historical basis of our stools. Did the elders respect it? Or they cannot control this man? Or he is uncontrollable? When it comes to a constitution, this man is a legal practitioner or a judge in a very high court. A high court, our thesis. A Norman who did a high court. A high court. He understood the consequences, understood the containment, understood everything that is surrounded within the constitution of Ghana. He is fully aware about what someone behavior, attitude, utterances, and that's any instigation that basically go against and contrary against what the constitution requirements are made a better caution. He is very aware. Very, very aware. Jordan is also comfy. What you know from because Osagyefo spoke in Parliament. Or no, I see the matter of them. Or so Osagyefo spoke with Parliament or Kasab the Boom. In this, a judge kasabo bom mi mekum nipa abegum ni o bebe kum nipa na baba bechem abegum no chema abegu kro why mi bebe kum nipa be baba bechem na baba bechem ya na be domafo ababa yi otimi hu se wo na usu ni nyansa. I am not here to banter any argument with you, but at least a sensible person telling me say me I'm not being reasonable. Let me phrase this to you. That sensible man also kasawa bigumo. He end up recognizing at the end of his subject discussing there, which is basically one of the most pathetic statements made by a person who knew the law or indeed the word in the sense. One name so kum nipa ya bechino. Enti ya china na domafo aba be. So he realized that the law would definitely deal with him. So when he takes a certain course and actions like that, he will face the law. Then he is instigating his people. Say, when that happens, you come and release me. What's the imagine of? Obi o kana se mo nwan kasa. Etime legalize the assembly there no say fallible. When would you start to be a human being, Daniel? What is his name? Joe, when will you start to be a reasonable human being with a full ascension of communication between two people, transcending communication and responsibly, actively communication? Do you have a brain? He concluded it. So if I do that, the law will take its course and I'll be arrested. And if in case I got arrested, my people will come and release me. So how can your people release you? By instigating the youth against the judiciary. Basa yo, because you. Etijo, you go back and try to be reborn, because you need to be reborn. Your brain is not mature to integrate with communications. So whatever you are saying, you say out of your own conscious understanding, which basically any normal human being do not understand you. As of you about that, he thought that it makes sense. You don't even have a brain. Telling someone say, form. Yes. Hey. Nipa na ya wo mogu asasi we so sa. So okata wa begum this statement. A straightforward communication with people. Nipa and he was very overficial, especially Nipa full mamini back unit. Na mo the special expense. You obi a wire as obi a yes or your optimistic mind. Your body language and special expression will tell you what metiwe. People will know some bofu. Me happier. People will know some me happy. A certain statement from my mouth, people will know what I'm referring to. Joe, Konyini, Omamia Bregu. I'm coming. Omamia Bregu. Useless persons like this. Look at his special expressions. What the emotion is special expressions. I says there was a word dancing on nipa. Them. He actually making articulation statements. He know what he is saying, and he know his intention of saying that. He know the basic communication he is having. One, he's a matured man, so he know that, and the people they also understood the communication, so they were clapping. Almost the communication. Or say, if he made a statement inciting the day. A free a chinako. Me, he himself is saying it. Bekum nipa. And he knows that Sufu Nipa is against the law. So recognizing the consequences. I'm a baba chime. The baba chimia, bad on my 4 prepare lawyer, ne baba be. He realized his statement. Said there is a contempt in his statement. there is incitement in statement. So basically, there's a consequence of his statement. Now, when you do what, ne mammy brave, a catch him some imaginary form. Wow. Generation Ben, ye, okay. In do an adjunct for near Kwana places. I saw Casabo boom. Now, Kofa boyfriend, now boyfriend, you do with ya. Oh, mammy, I believe so. Okay, let's go to the next one. What it? And this statement also was made in Paris. Ababe kuma savne ba. O say, omunim so omu jame. E ma me ko brekuma yie na sia. Adehia be yi ondi afiri akunya no bebe bo agim so. Aba be no o makwa be muja. Ensem basa. This man is making all the statements. Afi Eba. The person, Mamini went for an say, your type would do no. So basically, I will take the screenshot again from here. I'll put my screenshot later on. Ghana for you. Apricot indeed. What's it? See, I didn't go court. A legal practitioner. A legal practitioner. Or not just any legal practitioner. Or a high court judge. Yeah, you have to respect and protect the legal law of the land. Ensure that the law is being protected by all costs, without any contempt, without any treason, without any instigating against the law, without any painting hands or punching the law. But this same person, as a war would do back, Edja will be our trusting soul the bit me a born by. Now the ban would defy Quran. How would you feel? What do Bedja will be a who's all bit my born by? What trusting in your heart you think that you can never harm the child? But not the same person have defied your own child or repuno. A Quran, but yet a Kwani young. This is the same scenario. A person who's supposed to protect the law. A person who's supposed to respect the law. A person who's supposed to promote the law. A person who's supposed to make sure the law take its effective use. Enforce it in all manner and all sectors. A person who's supposed to enable the law in the public areas by discipline, by nature, by attitude, by making sure that the representatives of the law are become the typical example of the law. But here it comes. Because of a time of a certain individuals, a certain group, or judging cannot exhibit your feelings, your personal cause. You cannot exhibit your relationship or any family litigation or any family misunderstanding or any relational dispute to involve in your position as a judge, a lawyer, or any sort. Even police officer have that training. Say, what do you mean, o feeling say we wo ye me boni binti medina so ade a che no when that is discovered wo police officers no you disqualify best sackle every police service in him. Because individual has to be treated fairly, equally, without any stereotyping, discrimination, and not say, but based on their background, tribe, and not sexual orientations. When it comes to the law, it's more of a company. But this man here, also a judge. This man said, Melano, I will not see. One cock was the cool, nor did Jumano. A deal no will so. One will be our cockota, Nasamo day as a legal practitioner in constitution. Who is Adiana Oyen would dip the more, and the more would to Lufise, and according to the justice, and according to the law, if you didn't know the contentious mind, they say. Me kona me difwa me buso ama ye betimi a ebronfo abeyi. You see, instigating the bono all the time. Instigating the law all the time. So what actually comes to your skull to know, say, what was you thinking? At the end of what do you see so you don't call court before. It tells you, say, wouldn't him sad there now, and number of questions. Wouldn't him sad there now, what boy? Wouldn't him so 249 get tickets and me and correct? Wouldn't him say, dear, my wood, yeah, some dear, who got away to my son, our cars, who could go to be a police station. Your bunk was so inside the and I said what I was and now a big go winning in a move draining. Now was I to Piana? Who will seek a best support to Gianna when you make and an unbe Puyaka? While respecting more efforts. Grant by yet do not Gianna to 224. A children who said that bashing was severe or be condemning media personalities. But no, one no, sir, Domestic inside of my yes, I part of Atlantic. One no, the son of Kuromuhene. Odumaso, Sunya, or Sahon of Father man on the Hilo. A better on a yes. Domestic now, Domestic. Making it to be. No more fighting my bit. Yes, a police station. Your church here, baby Anna. Yet, why a guest of Anna? One I baby at the end. Who call you and show 2 for police station you at the end of him. Book where the man second canoe, Yanka said the do 2 for them. Bediana, et now. I'm my bed to meet who bought 2 for the cancer. That is what I can't answer me. Kikan some put up for 2 for. Oh, we are no better on the say. I am for a same Yana. If the gods of our land still alive, they will make your life miserable. Obiti on the woman here. So also your whole woman probably facing me. You are empty. Now maybe call yourself. Obuya what the from a nutum. Say Astra word never because Astra. Do you know where power lies? And then call for my desperate. They are following you paying money for your group. Now say when you can't be quiet development to Okromo. One more boy no for mudi kwan fantasy. Now na would praises. At the quantity of men, Nipa Bebrebe doctor. Yanka senior doctor, Nipa Bebrebe Jana. Because of so in a bow. A man prefer raises the capacity. I want a platform to the mouth. Obi ultimate now mere disrespectful to for. I did not say, my bedu to 1 year take us as once a man can send away the anymore. I did and probably you take up many will be answers. What do you cousin Yas and India? Said the police station is nothing. Mom ran tell my bamon fanny see who. Namosumo more than Namu need the Voropukunis. Namosumu ye couldn't bet it. Now, Refi said, one more contributing by Diana was anti for the dozen. Most anti be our Diana group in 1 for the more. Me, meaning the mayor. Now a bravo by chance every time. What bed take to seek out with donate Mariana cool. Na nana musu akase o mu no beti. Because what time he hit you with a passing bomb control. Or 220 nipa tansante for too much. And no one na papa ya also ni mlei and make this statement because of hatred. Your war a fast and for what tire for two for he cannot sit anywhere without attacking with two for. Now wait, maybe as anti mesem couldn't anymore. Na me ni member say make us some judge no officer dey no me. Ah. So you are His Excellency John Dormaahene Mahama. And now na Ghana president. It you address with respect. Obi onim nyansa biana. He will not disrespect you because you are the president of Ghana now. But we just want to communicate with you. Say yeah, citizens are yeah to minimal. We want you to be a listened president. Not any kind of decision we are taking. You need to listen to the people out there. You have to pay attention of our concerns. This man cannot go to Appeal Court. He do not qualify. He have never exhibited the law in public. He have never respected the law in public. He have never shown maturity in public. He have never comported himself in public. He have never disciplined himself in public. He have never stood up for the law in public. He have never, ever paved the way for we, the ignorant one, to understand the law and also protect the law as equal on Chiraye. But else, he have every time create enmity between we and the law. Until when call Appeal Court, you can award him with whatever you want because he have served the NDC party rights. But you cannot award him with our constitution. The constitution belongs to Ghana. And then the bonding everyone to be disciplined, to be comported, to be mature, to practice a friend said the rights according to the constitution. And then the more be also policing. And just a whole bit me up the policing in local. Now me policing ni ba bet me, I mean bet me but you have to respect the law. Based on the constitution, the police need but you was all don't say which and I pay down so na police in the church according to the law, and that's our contempt against the law. And what in who soldier for any Ghana. And yes, I'm not telling about one to meeting in any soldier for them. And you depend on this too. Obu akon to any. But because we want to exhibit the control and the system that rules our attitude, our human behavior, and our common society, into the law, the power of the autonomous power above all things. Send you bit me enjoy your presidency, or bit me enjoy the governorship and everything. No man, it ruled by the systematic way. Tino bi how we take it. And yes, I mean I'm the swam idea and who be trying to take it say, but the system have built in the sensor. And now be yes. Abandon the gin to kwatwe. Now one fear punishment to her. It's many people or soon issue and the still I will take it. Or turn asking to what's a VM or turn, still I will take it. It's because of the rule of law. So busy one no a practitioner of the law. No insight is such contentious content and instigating treason against the equal law. How can you assume the person so elevating a court, a high court, a appeal court? No way. This is above reasoning. It's just in. So answer will be able to be a process equal to respect the constitution. Such things have to be avoided. Yet me awarded any PBS because a party about power. I know your drama, I know your judge in it. It could be an serious contract. I disqualify that. But I don't blame President Mahama because I want misbehaving in the MPP for no power. They should have made that steps. Babra ko kasa tia MPP for kwato kwase asem ne de ko ka bi die MPP papa na pampam te say twata ye no ono ye hu ade papa bi a wa ya masantema ne da no yeso wo ya minister wasantema mo say tia mo ne yeso han enya ho be kasa say he has been inciting contempt and you realize it, you recognize it. That's why I will tell you, say we should not point hands on individual based on the political colors. I will not mean to be too low for anybody to influence me. Any party or woman, everybody is individual. Your attitude will be attacked. And this is me. I don't care about what somebody says. When this man involved himself about constitution, and then there was MPP. They stood up and they were raising attacks. And the Amokai, but when you are throwing the same punches to our Almighty King and our as individuals, standing everywhere causing contempt against us, nobody make a noise. There was no noise. There was no a single noise. A bossa disqualification, I will not blame it on the NDC. I will blame it on MPP. Because during that time, you know, making all this contempt, you know, na NDC power. All this settlement, he made it under the MPP administration. All this nonsense. Supreme Court was occupied by MPPs, but they did not do nothing about it. And that's what we when you are power, said here, all years of us will praise the power not to Ajima Bedroom. Next time you praise the power to the people that brought you to the power.